Hi everyone, it's just Damian here. I've got the girls out tonight, but it's just getting a bit uncomfortable around here. But yeah, it's just a little bit of an update. I've not done one for a while. Couple of things are happening, really, but there's positives and there's negatives. There's stuff that I really want to work on and try bring out, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go into it. It gets a little bit tight round here. Sorry. I want to bring out a couple of ideas on the video, what I've got, and that kind of thing. I'm not going too in depth of what I actually want or too in depth on certain things because there's still things in the pipeline. So yeah, it's just things are in the pipeline. Um, I will be in a few weeks trying to within a couple of weeks, few weeks, couple of months, when I get my GoPro working, I will be filming on that better. I've got the tripod from in the other room that I'll be able to put the GoPro on because I did have to buy some adapt some new parts for my GoPro when I got it. I got a second-hand GoPro Hero 9. However, it the bracket that it had worked with the bracket that it had worked with GoPro accessories, but it didn't work with a camera tripod. So I've got that, and my sister's partner, soon to be brother in law, is gonna put the screen protectors on the camera and that, and then I'm gonna try the the microphone with it. I've never used. My mum got me it for Christmas, but I've never used it, so I'm gonna try to hopefully get some better quality videos. Maybe it's a better quality than when I was using the phone and that setup. So yeah, hopefully I can start doing more videos and developing the channel how I want. But yeah, I've got a couple of ideas. I've got a couple of little ideas that I'm passionate about, and a couple of things that aren't working, and a few things that are. I'm not going to go in depth, which into everything yet, but basically, I'm trying to develop uh, a new strategy, some new infrastructure, some stability. I I have agreed, or I am looking into working with community mental health. I know that I've said before that it's not going to work. It's not going to do this. It's do that with the traumatic experiences that I've had in the past. However, in order to change safety plans and to change safety planning to change the main points that people need to follow when I go to A&E and that kind of things, that kind of thing does them sort of plans do need to be authorised by mental health services with partnership with the doctor. So I'm going to look into that. There's a couple of other things that I want to do, and it's like there's a couple of other things that I want to do, and it's just about taking that next step on the ladder. And I am starting to do that already. I am starting to make positive changes, positive inroads. I sometimes go to church. If you're not aware, I mainly go because it helps me think differently about different things. There's been times where the vicar's discussed something on a service and then the doctor's like giving me them pointers as well. So it plays some of the stuff that I'm doing with church gets reflected back with the doctors. Or sorry about my tooth, I've still not got it fixed. Uh, but but yeah, some of the stuff that the doctors are talking about is what's getting said in church. So everything's starting to connect. I find that there's things connecting in that, and sometimes I go to church. Sometimes I don't. Uh, the times that I don't really are the times that I don't go to church really are if I'm struggling to get up with the tablets that I take. Sometimes I'm like really struggle to wake up, and it's like, yeah, I struggle to wake up, and it's like, yeah, so on the days that I struggle to wake up, sometimes if I can get up, I put it on the TV on the wall. So I put it on the TV on the wall, and it's like, yeah, I put it on the TV on the wall. I do this, I do that. So I was in two minds at the weekend whether or not to go to church or put it on the telly. And I hadn't eaten properly the day before, and I thought that it'd take my mind off everything going to church and then going to my mum's. So I'd been to church, which was a good thing because I got spot talking to a lady there, and they were saying about a games group and that kind of thing that the church and that do that was on that night. So I went there, and it's more for people my own age and that kind of thing. So I've been once, and they put tea on, they put food. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. The lady that was going to be there that introduced me to the group wasn't there because she was ill. But yeah, she was ill. So yeah, she was a bit ill. So I had really enjoyed that group and that kind of thing. So I went. The reason why I didn't have much to eat on the Saturday before, the day before, was because on the Friday night I had my money stopped. I'm struggling to get money at the moment. I did manage to get some money out today, but there was a bit of restrictions with certain things because I don't have card at the moment. I had been getting suspicious emails last week and a couple of weeks before that, maybe it's a week before, I don't know, but stating that I stating that there was receipts there for items of large amounts. I think one of them was for 499, but that was US dollars, not English pounds. So I was getting suspicious. It looked genuine and it had the last four digits of the card. So I rang the bank on Monday. I rang the bank on Monday or rang the bank on one day last week, and they said that that it wasn't PayPal and it wasn't this, it wasn't that. So I'd rang back on Friday because there was a couple of things that I was unsure about, and they said that there'd been a pending debit set up or something from the 23rd of July. And they're like, we need to cancel your cards, we need to do this, we need to do that. So I'd rang, finally spoke to someone from PayPal on Saturday, and they claim, and they didn't know what I was on about at first. So I'd rang the bank back, and they gave me a reference number. I rang back with a reference number, and it turned out that that direct debit was just a security check to verify really what's going on, because I don't use PayPal that often, just to check if the account was active still. So so yeah, to check if it was active still and that kind of thing. So the account is so I'm like, right, I've could have gone to my mum's to lend some money on Saturday, but she was going out for the day, and she was going out for the day, and I was getting really hungry that night. So I tried my card reader for the bank, for the app. Pin in works, gave me the code, put the pin in, gave me the code for the machine. So I'm like, yeah, 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 it's working, it's working, it's working. So I went to Asda and I went to Asda and explained to the lady at the desk, and she said, "We won't be able to check this, we won't be able to check that." So I went to the cash point. I don't like going to the outside cash points, I prefer going to the one in the bank. And I put the pin in, worked. It worked, but then it's like, it worked, and then it's like, went through the options, went through the options, and it was like, it didn't work, it didn't work. It's false hopes, false hopes. So I had double rang EDT, Emergency Duty Team for Social Care, explained the situation, sent emergency food out, loaf of bread, pot ham and pot noodle things, and they're supposed to last all weekend. So yeah, it's limited, but not. It's limited, but better than nothing. So yeah, I've been going to my mum's for the past few nights for tea. I didn't go today because I was at the doctor's, and I'd like to go out with the girls out and get something to eat then. So I managed to go to the bank and get a little bit of money out for today, but it's a bit restrictive. So yeah, I went into River Island. I went into River Island and I'd seen this nice green dress, one for the autumn winter months, and it was like, yeah, I really like it. £16 from 40 quid. So from 39 actually, but really liked it. I'm like saying to the lady, look, I've only got £10 on it. Would I be able to pay part of it now and the rest tomorrow? And they're like, we can put it on hold for you until tomorrow. So my mum's gonna go in tomorrow for it if I don't get any money back. So if I don't get the cash card sorted or whatever, so there's all that. I've been on a few more Facebook groups for singles that are wanting to date, and it's for 35 plus within the northeast. So I'm going to try to give a couple of them a couple of them a go and see what goes on there. The other problem is that I am trying different ideas for this anxiety. I know that when I get lack lack of sleep, I know that when I get lack of sleep, it's worse. Or if I try some medication or something that doesn't agree with me, it doesn't work as well. And it's like you ring the support lines basically and say that, like, for the mental health, I'm getting these symptoms, I'm getting them symptoms, and it's like it's anxiety, it's normal. It's normal for me. And then they're like telling you it's not normal, so you're ringing 111 and option two, and they're like 111, sorry, or 999, and you're like getting chest pain and you need an ambulance. And then I'm like, I don't, it's normal for me. And it's like, there's times where paramedics are like, can you explain to us how you could die if you've had a with chest pain, that if you get a heart attack and that? And I'm like, that's the worst thing to say to someone with anxiety, just because it makes it worse. But yeah, I'm trying to get things sorted. I'm trying to get things a little bit more proactive. I am trying to get my life back on track, and I do want to start dating again. I've never taken a bottle of wine or some flowers to someone before, and it would be nice. It would be nice, or nice to have someone coming here for food. Basically, 35, genuinely a virgin, never dated, but I would like to date, and I would like to date, and it's like I've got the Danielle side and I've got the Damian side, and I want someone to be supportive of both because I'm on a journey and I want to share the journey with other people, and I want to share the journey with other people, and I want to share the journey with other people and start changing experiences for the positive, for the better, and to help other people in that as well. And the other way that the other way that the other way that I see things with mental health, and the other way that I see things uh, with mental health, and we're getting things back on track, that and want is that the purpose of this channel is to make guidance, make awareness of different things, and to stop sorry stop what happened with me happening with other people. So if there's a team that really want to work with me and get to know me and want to learn from me as Damien, and wanting to learn more about the autism and Asperger's and the gender, if that can inspire them to help shape other people, help them help them understand more about a client's needs, about the way that they work with clients, about being a bit more considerate, of being a bit more passionate, then then I'm working with them for the right reasons, because I'm wanting to promote change in myself. I'm wanting to learn. I'm wanting to learn. Of course I am, but I'm wanting them to want to learn, want to work off me, want to pass ideas from each other like a ping pong ball. But willing to I'm willing to try new ideas. I'm willing to try new ideas. I'm willing to meet new people. I'm willing to do something that I've never done before. I'm willing at being open and honest. I do get told that I'm a little bit too open, a bit too honest sometimes, but it's like, yeah, if I can be willing to try new ideas, and if you can be willing to try new ideas with me, it's like, yeah, it's like it's like, yeah, we're learning and that. And from the the team that I'm supposed to be open to, from them, it's I'm getting some of them vibes. I don't want to count my chickens just yet, or count my eggs just yet. I don't want to put all my eggs into one basket, but the lady has made a lot of effort with me, and she is doing things differently to what they normally do, and they're getting my doctor involved, they're doing this, they're doing that. So it's just about final tweaks on some plans, and then seeing what we can work with together. And it's like, I've got this idea, I've got that idea, and it's like, bouncing ideas off each other to be able to learn, to be able to grow, to be able to develop, to be able to inspire, to be able to be true to ourselves. And if an organization wants to do that with me so that they can understand about me, about my journey, about my goals, about my dreams, then I'm for it. But yeah, I do think that I need a CT scan on here because I'm like changing my perspective of things, but it's like I have had a traumatic experience, and staff in the past have said they don't mind if I overdose, but I'm open to a different team. Still open to the same trust, but there is things that are making me worried and that kind of thing. I did speak to another team within the trust the other day about some of my worries about them sending police and that out all the time. That when mental health's bad, they send police and that out all the time, and they're like, if you've got thoughts of self harm, if you've got thoughts of self harm or whatever, then we need to get the police involved because we need to keep you safe. But with me, it's just another. I can be in stress. Another with me, it's like I can get stressed. Can get stressed. I can get this. I can get that. But it's about talking to me in the correct way. But yeah, I am worried about. Am I going to be breaking the law? Am I going to be breaking the law because in the past I've been passed between the crisis team and the police, and they're like, solicitors are like, you do realise that you're breaking the law talking about your mental health all the time because it upsets others and that kind of thing. But yeah, got ideas. I'm a bit excited, but thank you and goodbye.